Downtown Marquette was shaped by two things, railroads and fire. And the railroad that gave downtown Marquette its literal physical shape, and in a way still guides the way it looks today, was the Duluth South Shore and Atlantic Railroad, or the DSS&A. The railroad that dominated downtown for almost a century was actually a collection of several different lines that came together in a merger in 1886. And despite its name, the DSS&A didn't go all the way out to the East Coast, terminating its line in St. Ignace. For many years, though, it was the largest employer in the city of Marquette, with over 800 people working for it during the heyday of operations in the first half of the 20th century. The DSS&A specialized in hauling stuff, and the bulk of that stuff was iron ore, brought into Lower Harbor on lines that snaked through downtown and shipped out from a series of docks the railroad built, culminating with the construction of Dock Number 6, the company's first steel and concrete dock in 1931. Built during the Depression at a cost of over $1.3 million, the dock welcomed freighters for the next 40 years and since has served as one of the iconic landmarks of Marquette. While the railroad mostly hauled stuff, it also had a passenger service, which at first operated out of a small wooden station in the heart of downtown Marquette. When those facilities grew too small for the number of passengers in and out of the city, the DSS&A opened a new station on Main Street. At the time, the Mining Journal said, "The handsome structure will be a pleasing revelation to the public." That station became the main passenger hub for passenger service in and out of Marquette until after World War II. The DSS&A also had two major repair facilities in Marquette, the Roundhouse, right in the heart of the city, and the South Rail Yards, located right across Front Street from South Marquette, and home to one of the city's iconic mid-20th century gathering places, Bum's Jungle. After World War II, though, things began to change for the DSS&A. The exploding popularity of automobiles caused a decline in its passenger service, and in 1946 they traded their big downtown station for a new, smaller facility built on 5th Street. Less than a dozen years later, so few people were riding the trains that the railroad petitioned the government to allow it to abandon its passenger service, and the last train left the 5th Street station on January 9, 1958. In 1961, following further financial difficulties, the DSS&A merged with two other railroads to form the Soo Line. And while the new railroad was not the behemoth of the old one, almost 300 people still worked shipping out ore from Dock Number 6. That all changed in July of 1971, though, when the last ore freighter left Lower Harbor. The Roundhouse in the city of Marquette shut down soon after that, with the railroad even selling a portion of the land to the city of Marquette for the construction of Snowberry Heights. The only facility in Marquette still in operation was the South Rail Yards, and when Wisconsin Central purchased the Soo Line in the 1980s, that too was slated for closure. After the building started to collapse in the 90s, the Roundhouse was finally removed, and when Canadian National bought Wisconsin Central, they offered the city of Marquette the chance to purchase all of their land holdings, which the city did. Right after the turn of the century, the last remaining vestiges of the old DSS&A, including the iconic trestle over Front Street, were removed. The legacy of the railroad, however, is still around. Most of the major development in Marquette of the 21st century, from bike paths to Founders Landing to the new UP Health System campus, all sit on land that was once part of the railroad that shaped Marquette in ways very few things did, the Duluth, South Shore, and Atlantic.